Hello, everybody. Today's video is going to be all about a bit of personal stuff, actually. This video is all about why I've decided that I'm going to stop using body positivity as a part of my business. So, firstly, this has come about after the video that I posted on Monday about it was a controversial video and it was controversial. And so basically, all of the comments and people who sent me DMs and people who sent me emails over the last couple of days in response to that video, I am really grateful to you. Whether it was positive or negative or whatever, it really doesn't matter, because it's really helped me to kind of understand and get excited about redefining what I think, because I can do that. I can have a new opinion, and I can, opinions evolve, and my position is evolving, and that's super exciting. So I wanted to do this video today to kind of explain where I was, where I've got to, and what's going to happen moving forward. Post that video on Monday, I've done a huge amount of research over the last couple of days to really clarify my position on body positivity and my own relationship to it, both personally and through my business. And because my business is me, it's actually been really difficult for me to actually split the two up, because they're so intrinsically linked. There's me personally, and all of the things that, all the experiences I've had, and all of the amazing activism that I've been a part of. And then there's my business, where I have been looking to help people to make changes in their life. And while I believe what I present is body positive, the way that potentially that I'm marketing it is not. And I guess that's where the clarification needs to come, and also why I'm allowing myself this time to come up with a different perspective and actually not give myself a hard time about changing my mind or separating the two, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is with love and from my heart, and that's the thing I want to focus on, my authenticity. So that's what this video is. It's going to be me being authentic and showing up for you all, so that you can really see what I'm about and hear my perspective on this. And I guess that's it too. This is just my perspective. It's my opinion. I did, like I said before, I've done some research and I've really looked into forming that opinion, but that's all it is. It's mine. So I wanted to start with how I want to define body positivity. So in my opinion, I'm just going to read this to you, because I think that's the best way to get it across without making any errors. So in my opinion, and based on the research that I've done, body positivity is a movement based on accepting the body I have now, as well as the many changes in shape, size, and ability it will go throughout my lifetime. And that everybody, no matter what they look like, is worthy of self-love. So I absolutely 100% believe that. And I absolutely 100% believe that that's what my business represents. I believe that body positivity also has to have an emphasis on seeing marginalized bodies in mainstream media, in TV and films. And I definitely want to see more bodies that are fat, queer, disabled, and of every different nationality in the culture and media that I consume on a daily basis. And yes, I think that changes need to be made, but I also think that I have the ability to choose what I fill my life with and where I get my culture and media. And so I could be making better choices to support those things too. So I think that there's a lot that I can do personally, which is really exciting, because it means that I have some power here, which, responsibility. I love that. So to me personally, in my daily life, body positivity is getting up every day and making a choice to be okay with where I'm at. It's about letting go of what I see in the media and recognizing that no one else is responsible for the way that I feel and my body, and that is no one's business but my own. It's about also filling my life with the things that make me happy, whatever they are. It's about letting go of the judgment of other people, and I find this really difficult. Slipping into judgment, I think, is really easy. You know, we compare ourselves a lot of the time to other people. We compare ourselves to people and lives that we want, but we also do the opposite, where we think in our head, well, I'm in a better position than that person, or I've got something better going for me, etc. And those kinds of patterns are like, you know, deeply embedded within us, and there's something that we can work on, and there's something that I want to work on. So I'm going to try and do better at letting go of the judgment of other people, so that I can recognize that anytime I make a judgment based on appearance, that's a judgment that's based on society and old beliefs about what constitutes like good or healthy behavior. And it's not helpful, and it's not reality. I can't know, nobody can know what others are going through or how they view their health or spend their time. And it's also none of my business. And I really want to live that way. I think that that's super valuable and really helpful. I also think that the body positive movement has been in some ways hijacked by marketing and advertising. It's become really wishy-washy, and like, the body positive movement began through activism, but not so many people who are using that term are really understanding its true meaning and where and why it began. And of course, I find myself guilty of that too. It's why I'm doing this video, and also why I wanted to understand exactly what body positivity does mean to me right now, knowing that it might change, and that's really exciting too. So these days, body positivity seems to me to be associated with defining behaviors as either like good or bad, or healthy or unhealthy, or with the concerned trolling of people who don't fit into social norms and who are refusing to be silent about that. And I've come to believe that while body positivity is something I believe in personally, I don't believe that services and marketing linked with body image or weight loss have a place in body positivity. And I think that that includes my own. And this is where I've been feeling a bit grey, you know, about how to like link these two things, like something that I believe in so strongly personally, and how that can relate with, you know, the way that I make my living and, you know, the message that I put out on a daily basis. And in my opinion, like, there's not a lot of difference between the message that, excuse me, sorry, that I put out on FLATNOIR. You know, it is me, and it is like my opinion, and it is like I am the business. So it's interesting to be able to question all of this, because they are so linked. And so in my head, I was linking them because I'm the business, and, you know, so like, but it's actually been really great, ramble to get to the point where I've been able to separate like me and the business, and see that while they are intrinsically linked, they can have a difference of opinion, and they can fit in different categories, which is really exciting. So I'm in the business of helping women fall in love with the current version of themselves. So I help women to look and feel amazing, not because society expects it, but because when each of us is showing up and looking and feeling amazing, we're happier, more productive, and better able to serve our loved ones and our community. when we learn to value ourselves and allow time for self-love and self-care in our day, the entire world, everyone and everything around us will feel that ripple effect. You know, like when you feel good, everything that you're feeling then gets amplified around you, and everybody else feels that too and are like able to reflect that back to you. So we're living in a much better, much more happy world. And so I've been really feeling like a kind of tug of war of emotions this week. I've been trying to find a balance between what I've believed personally and the experiences I've had on a daily basis operating my business. I felt both ashamed and guilty about how about how my values and my business can coexist. And but I've really decided that I'm not going to feel that way anymore. Like that's my choice. I decided to take it so seriously, and I decided to do this self work and look in. But I've also decided that now that I have, I'm just going to let it go. You know, like I've looked at everything that I can look at, and I've done what I wanted to do, and now it's time to just put it out there and just decide that my personal and my business can coexist, and it will be easy. I'm going to take my own advice and practice some self-love. I feel like I'm really great at what I do, and that I am really helping women like week in, week out discover like a new way to see themselves and their shape and their style, and like how to be less critical of themselves and how to get out there and own their outfits. Like the best way I can describe it is that no one can see your personality just by looking at you, but I can help you dress your personality. And like, to me, that is just ridiculously awesome. Like, to be able to show up and stand up and be seen and be okay with it, and to feel like everything that you wear and everything that you're doing represents who you are at the core. I think that that's magical. And I want to keep doing that. And like, I want my message to be authentic and from my heart, but most importantly, I want to talk directly to the women who want and need my help. And this is where it gets particularly blurry, because my business is focused on something that is superficial, like your appearance, your wardrobe, your clothes, your style, how you want the world to see you. But it's also much deeper than that too. It's about how you feel right now versus how you want to feel. It's about starting to change that little voice in your head that's been so critical and a bit of a bully up until now, or even, always been a bully. It's about getting a new perspective and helping you to get to the point where you can wake up in the morning and you can feel good and you can continue to have a great day, because everything is kind of skewing positive. So even when you're having a bad day, they're not every single day is a bad day. It's kind of one here, one there. And still everything is skewing positive, because you now have tools and the ability to get yourself back to where you want to be. You know how to check in. You know how to like put together an outfit that's going to make you feel fabulous. You know how to turn it around. And that's the most exciting thing. I also wanted to say that I don't at all recommend or promote like any form of dieting, any kind of calorie counting, any kind of excessive exercise. That's not me, and it's not the business. But I do, like I said before, want to be speaking directly to the women I know I can help and the women I have been helping. And a lot of them have been speaking to me about how they struggle with their body image. And a lot of that struggle is focused on weight. And a lot of what they don't like about themselves is their size. And I'm here to help them realize that they are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are worthy. And you are worthy of an amazing wardrobe that is perfectly suited to you and your lifestyle. And you are worthy of a life that you love right now, regardless of anything that you're thinking or anything that you're feeling about your body. So it's time for me to stop giving myself such a hard time about this and let it go. I hope that this has been informative for you. If you have a comment, please leave it. I'm really curious to know what you think. Also, if you hated it and still hate it, and you think that you can never get on board with me or anything that I'm saying, then please feel free to unfollow my page. Please feel free to unfollow me on Instagram. Please feel free to, like, you know, live and let live, because I want to keep being authentic, and I want to keep being honest, and I want to keep putting my opinion out here. So if you haven't liked it, you're probably going to continue to not like it that much. So I hope that covers it. If you have loved it, share it, and tell anybody who's you're friends with who might also like it, and they can come and follow me instead. Totally sending this out with love, big love, and you know, this is from my heart, and I hope that you can tell. And I'll see you next time.